the coffee. Anybody want coffee? I'm making coffee. I'm having a cup of coffee.
That was piercing his body.
Turn that bitch on.
And
Yeah.
when I pulled him
So,
away,
what have you been doing?
that soul
Oh wait, you
Karie,
sent. Look at the picture.
First, the thing I was thinking about before we started recording, did you get the role?
Not yet. They haven't gotten back to me
Okay.
yet.
But that's you
Which is a
means
good
you could
sign.
still get it.
Yeah, it's a good sign. But what I was like, the guy that I talked about, Justin Zeta, he like posted his like reaction to getting the role, and he was filming this other TV show at the time, and they filmed from like I think it was like January to May. So when he got it, I think it was like in April or something. So maybe in April they'll get back to, because they start filming in June. So
Mhm. But why did they
but no
say
news is good
they would
news.
get back to you in March?
No, that's what I was just thinking.
Oh, they never actually gave you. They just said they'll get
Because
back to you.
No, because I sent it in January 31st or February 1st, and then the auditions closed the 13th, I think, or the 20th.
Mhm.
So they've been closed for a few weeks now.
Yeah, like 4 weeks. Yeah, maybe they're
Yeah, like a
just
month.
maybe they're
So
trying to decide between you and somebody else. Because like your name is Karie.
I know.
You're literally. I feel like I don't know about any of the other people, but I feel like you're a good match. I feel like you could do that. Also,
I
it would be
read
exciting.
the books and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I read the books and everything, and like I really align with Carrie and everything because like it's about like three sisters, so she's always thinking like her sisters are better than her, and like and that sort of thing, and like um one of her sisters dies, so she's like grieving it, but she lives in this like um upper class family, so like she's not allowed to like talk about her sister's death or like have emotions. So I just like I don't know, actually I think it's interesting. I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you get that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
So what have you been doing? You've been going to class? You go to the gym at all? Is it warm over there? Is it sunny?
it's no first the second warm day of the season. It's 62 right now and it's sunny.
Yeah,
That's
for
nice out.
us over here, it's like
Um
it's beautiful. It was so bright. Okay, it
yeah.
says 49, so I guess it's not that warm. But it was so bright when I was driving to go pick up Rocco from school because we went to the gym that I was like squinting my eyes. I could barely open them. Like it was that much light going in my eyes. And I was like, damn, this is good, but also bad because I can't see.
No, but well then like a couple weeks ago it was like 65 out and it was really nice, but then it went down. It dropped down to like
Same.
20 again. But I looked at the week ahead and it should be like mid 40s, 50s.
Yeah, yeah, I'm chill
Because
with
I think
that.
it's like I think it's the first day of spring today. I think it's
Yeah,
spring
it is.
equinox.
Yeah, we're
So
recording on the vernal equinox. Isn't that cool?
So I think so now after this it's not going to be 20 degrees anymore. It only really goes up from here.
Yeah.
And we don't have any snow on the ground or anything.
I don't really care about the snow. What I care about the
Well, the
most
other
is the
day-
sunlight. Like if I can't see, if it's
Yeah.
overcast all day,
Well,
I
the
hate
other-
that.
Yeah, well, a week ago on Friday, it was, I shit you not, snowing and raining at the exact same time.
Yeah, it was like that
Like
for
the
us too.
temperature-
It was like sleet.
It was like on the verge. It was on the verge of like snow and rain. Like I couldn't decide what it wanted. And I'm like, bro.
Well, that's because
And then we
the
got, like, an
temperature
inch
would
of snow.
change as the snow falls. So it actually changes as it's
Yeah.
falling, which is cool.
Yeah, yeah. So that was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, but now it's nice out. Beautiful sunlight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I went to class today. I didn't go to class.
Did you skip class?
Well, Kirsten's at her thing for RTC. So on Thursdays, she went.
Wait, what thing is she at?
Yesterday.
Like a field trip?
this like training camp thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I couldn't go to my late class that goes until like 10 o'clock. It's from 4 to 10.
Wait, does she usually take you?
And I couldn't go to that because she picks me up from it because it goes on so late, and I don't like walking home that late.
Pussy.
But then
Pussy shit.
and then today I was just like, I don't really like it. But I should have gone because I was like, oh, I'll go to the gym instead. Whatever. Did I go to the gym? No.
Nope. I was
But
thinking when I went to the
class because
gym,
usually after class.
I was thinking like, I know Carrie's not going to the gym. When I ask her today, did you go to the gym? She's gonna say no. I just knew that. Have you gone to the gym
But
at
I should have
all
went to
in the
class
past couple
'cause-
weeks?
Yeah, I went this Tuesday.
Okay, but only one day?
I would have gone Thursday before my class. Usually my thing is if I go to class, I go to the gym because they're right next to each other. But if I'm not going to class, if it's like a Saturday, I'm not going to the gym
Mm-hmm.
but I should have went to class today because I could have went to the gym afterwards.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
just looked at the temperature a little while ago, and it was like 50 degrees out and beautiful. I was like, shit, I should have gone. Because
Mhm.
I thought it was just like 30 degrees outside again.
Bro, okay, let me just
But I
tell
was
you
like
this.
thinking it's like, wait,
Okay.
hold on.
Yeah, sorry,
Pause.
sorry.
But I was thinking it's like really hot in my house. It's been really hot this entire day. I was like, why is it so hot? And then looked at the temperature outside, and it's like 60 degrees out. And it's like, oh, okay, I should have went to class.
Yeah.
But it's my French class, and I hate my French class. So
All right, remember when we lived in Michigan before we moved to Florida, and we were just in Michigan, and we're like Michigan people, and mom would be like outside in a 58-degree day, like sun tanning, and we'd be playing outside. And when we were in Florida, I was always like, how the fuck was she out there when it was like 58 degrees and it was sunny? But now I understand because it's like, it's 50, 60 degrees and it's sunny. And it's like, wow, I understand why you would want to be outside like all day, just in the sun.
yeah.
You really have to experience the winter in Michigan to like appreciate the 58-degree sunny
That's
day.
what I do. I will say that's what I do like about Michigan is that you really cherish those days where it's a
Yeah.
nice day outside.
And when you're in
actually go
Florida, you actually like kind of start to hate it because you're like, oh, it's just hot and gross outside. But like, it's good.
Yeah, it does get boring after a while, but
Yeah. That's why it's best to just be always kind of like somewhere else and somewhere new, you know?
yeah. But then also I think if you do get bored of like the Florida heat or whatever, you can always just go to like Michigan in the winter for a couple weeks and then
Yeah.
then you'll be
Ideally,
okay
I
with
would
it.
go Michigan to Florida back and forth, I think.
I'd say that again.
I think I would ideally go like Michigan to Florida, like Florida in the winter, Michigan in the summer. Cuz like
Yeah.
LA
Maybe not Michigan.
LA is kind of shit, you know? And New
Maybe
York,
not Michigan.
yeah. Well, Michigan is what? Where else would you go for like cool down, like chill place?
Maybe like in the Carolinas because that gets pretty.
So you would go from Florida to the Carolinas?
Yeah. No, actually, my plan is I have a house in Florida and I have a house in Australia, and then I could just like in a house in LA, and I could just flip back and forth.
Yeah, that's
Or
goals.
New York too. That would be cool. I think with Michigan, why I don't like it because in East Lansing, there's nothing to do here.
In the entire
can walk
state, there's
everything.
nothing to do here. There's nothing to do in the entire state.
Like if I lived in like New York City, I could walk around everywhere and just like there was being more to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think
It's more about the diversity of things. Because here it's just like kind of one type of thing because it's a Midwest state. But in New York, it's
country.
yeah, and it's just so much space in between everybody. But in New York or LA, it's less space, more people, higher density. So there feels like there's more going on like every day, I guess, which is good.
Also, be like, cool. Like I see TikToks of people going to like community things or like that sort of stuff that people organize, and it's like I would do that, you know.
Yeah, like this when I was at work the other day, maybe yesterday, a lady invited me to join the choir at West Shore.
Oh, because you're
Like,
from the West.
yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, what time is it? What day are they? It's like Tuesdays at 7, I think.
Mm.
So
Would
I'm
you
thinking
join?
about, yeah, I might. Because I
I feel
really
like it'd
have
be,
been meaning to do something outside of work than home.
and then you could practice on singing. You could like learn how to sing,
Yeah, yeah.
especially with your deep voice. It's harder to like get a registered.
Yeah, or
Like,
just being able to like be more comfortable with using my voice, like
mm,
singing. That'd be
like
good for
meeting
me.
other people and stuff.
Because like literally all the time when I'm making music, I want to be singing, but I'm
Hmm.
like the walls are so thin here. I don't want to be singing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I just whenever I'm home alone, I sing and I just listen to music and
when
sing.
in Florida, I used to when I was home alone, I would make cover songs of like whatever my favorite
Mhm.
song was that week. I would play the
Yeah,
instrumental and then just sing over it, and that was
yeah,
like what I was looking for in music, just to express myself and
yeah,
just like sing with as much
yeah. I really want
as trying as hard as I can to like get the thing to sound right. I like that.
to. Yeah, I really want to learn guitar to like play guitar and sing and stuff.
Yeah. Next time you come over, I'll give you my guitar and the amp. Because it's
Okay.
literally, see all the stuff right there? It's literally right there. It's my table. It's my bedside table. So you should take it.
Mhm. But I don't know. Well, I have this guitar that's just been sitting on the
Well, that's
floor
like,
for like.
is it even tuned?
Well, I tune it, and then the next day you just tune it again. It gets out of
Yeah.
tune really quick.
Because those strings are garbage, so they don't keep the
Yeah,
tune.
there's just plastic
Like
strings.
my
Like
strings
it's a little
are,
kid.
they're like steel that dad got me, and
Yeah.
they keep the tune for like 3 days. So you can tune them and
Well,
then play it for 2 or 3 days.
yeah, because this is just like a little like kid's guitar with plastic
Yeah, yeah,
strings.
that's like a
So,
toy. This one is just like a normal guitar.
mm,
And also, when you get it, you should try to make us like a podcast song, like a
okay.
little, some kind of
It's kind of
branded song.
it's kind of it's kind of easy to like make melodies because you just like mess around with it. And just like
Yeah, that's what Rocco was doing. He was showing me stuff that he was making. He was recording on his phone because he always plays dad's guitar like multiple
yeah,
times a week because he wants to learn it. And he likes picking the notes more than playing chords. And I like playing chords more than picking notes because I don't know how to like without thinking, without looking right at it, like pick the individual strings because they're so close. I really just strum. You know what I'm saying? I strum up and down while I'm
like do
playing
both.
chords.
But like with like this thing when you're supposed to move your hand, I don't do that. I
I,
just like
I'm better at the
let my
moving
hand.
my left hand like that with the
No, I
chords.
just like leave my hand in one place, or I don't even touch it. I just like
Yeah, yeah. I guess I just have to get better at like picking and learning that part of it.
do.
When you went to the gym last time, do you always hit the same thing, just abs and like
Yeah.
yeah?
But the thing was, I went to the gym Tuesday and then Wednesday I was like sore the whole day.
Oh yeah.
But for just the gym, I just always do a full body workout.
Hmm.
I never know when I'm gonna go to the gym next. So I just do my cardio, abs, and arms.
Hmm. Have you written anything more?
Right? Written?
Yeah,
What?
written anything? Yeah, for the show.
I
Carrie,
haven't
Carrie,
written
Carrie.
in.
Well, I texted you. Okay, I was listening to Matt and Shane's podcast. Matt had Steve Gerben, which is one of his friends that is on Tires. You know Tires, their show.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
This is what you're texting me about.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So okay, he wrote it. Not Shane, Steve. He wrote it when he was like in college for his
Mm.
like project for like school. And I was thinking
Mhm.
that's exactly what Kara's doing. She's writing it in college. It was
Well,
like his
well,
senior year.
I'm not, well, I'm not writing it for college. I'm just writing it
Yeah,
for
yeah. But
senior,
still, it's like the exact same like time. And I was like,
like
damn,
age
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like last year of school writing
That's what,
your show. You know
well,
what I'm saying?
that's what happens. Like, I feel like that's what happens most of the time. Like
Yeah.
with Denis Villeneuve when he was like in middle school or high
Do you
school,
mean Dennis Villeneuve?
whatever. He thought of making Dune and he drew out a bunch of storyboards and everything for that.
Did you
And
ever
like he
watch
like
the David Lynch one? David Lynch
no,
soon?
I didn't mean to.
Because I've
But
heard that's really good costume design
mm,
and like
you
set.
should watch. You should watch the Dune movies. I feel like you'd like them.
David Lynch's.
Well, I mean, yeah, David
Wait,
Lynch.
because didn't I watch Dune in theater? Did we watch it in theater?
I watched it with Dad. I watched both of them with Dad in theaters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember watching one of them in theaters. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, I think I was with you guys
But I
probably.
feel like because it's inspired by Foundations.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
But and
Foundations,
then
that was the first
Apple
sci-fi.
made that and made the fucking main guy like a black woman. It fucking ruined it.
Oh yeah,
I was
Dad.
like, I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
watching
Dad
that
watched
bullshit.
it.
Yeah.
But but like it said Dune is inspired by that, and
Hmm. And Star
Star
Wars
Wars,
is.
and
Yeah.
Dune inspired Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like you'd like Dune. And it is like has like Buddhist qualities to it too.
And it also talks about AI, and the idea of Dune is that there's like a super intelligent AI that like causes them to go into like the jihadist war, you know. Also, I saw this thing on Twitter. It was saying Paul Atreides' name is basically like David Idaho. Like if there was a guy named David Idaho,
There's a
you know,
there's a character named Duncan Idaho.
that's what it was, Duncan Idaho,
Duncan
and
Idaho.
that's his actual
Yeah.
name in the book. Really, I thought they were joking that Paul
But,
Atreides was like normal name with like the place name. You know, I thought that was a joke, but it's actually is just a guy.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
feel like you'd like them. I feel like you'd like the movies because it with like Paul's character and everything. Just like from the beginning of Dune to where
Hmm.
he's at now, at the end of part two, it just like the change. It's really good. It's really good filmmaking too. It's really aesthetically pleasing like that.
Hmm.
I feel like it's like revived, I guess.
Yeah, you know, Timothy was in the Epstein files.
Yeah, because of Woody Allen.
Yeah, because the lady who like manages him or whatever, like a famous producer or manager,
Or not.
was talking to Epstein, and he was like, "Hey, there's this kid that's about to win this award for his movie, like Call Me by Your Name." It was probably in like 2020 or
Or then
2019.
Timothy was in a Woody Allen film and he donated his entire salary
Yeah, yeah.
to a charity, and Woody Allen got pissed at him for that. So,
What do you think about that, Gary?
I think it's funny.
You think it's funny that Woody Allen raped his daughter?
Nope.
Gary thinks it's funny.
But
On the record.
I did watch that.
Annie Hall?
No, Rainy Day in New York
Is that a Woody Allen movie?
with Timothy. No, it's Timothy.
Oh, I didn't know he had a movie with Timothy.
That's. I just said he
I
donated
thought
his salary from the movie
I thought
with
that was
Woody
for
Allen.
Call Me by Your Name. He gave his salary
No,
to. Oh,
no,
okay.
that was his first ever movie role. He wouldn't.
I thought it was Interstellar.
Well, technically, it was Interstellar, but Call Me by Your Name was his first feature, like main
Hmm.
role feature film.
Yeah.
But in Woody Allen's movie that he did, he donated his salary to a charity.
Hmm.
So
And you support it wholeheartedly. He gave his money to a good
I
man.
support Timothy. I support him donating it to charity. I don't know what charity he donated it to, but
Probably the Woody Allen charity.
no.
So what else is new? Anything else happening down there?
Well,
Um,
you asked me about my writing.
yeah. Did you write anything new?
Well, I've kind of taken a pause into the hymn because I've been writing this.
You said you've taken it upon.
Taken a pause.
Oh! I thought you said taken upon into the hymn. I was like, haven't you already taken upon into the hymn for like 3 years? But you mean like you're not doing it for a while?
No, I haven't written anything for that since like January or February. But I'm writing this new film called Stay With Me, and it's about these two
It's called Call Me
teenage
by Your
boys.
Name. It's called Call Me by Your Name. Wait, okay, tell me about it.
It's about these two teenage boys in like 60 in the 60s in California, and it's like it's not it has like queer undertones to it, so
Of
it's
course
not
it does.
like
It's Carrie.
they're yeah, but it's not they're like they don't ever like fall in love with each other. They're just like friends, but there's a lot of tension between them, and like they never really get together, but you want
Hmm.
them to, and they want to. They're just both like scared to actually do it, and like they're not 100% sure if the other feels the same way. I feel like with a lot of gay stories that in a period piece like that, I feel like most of the time they never really like in real life they never really like happened because it was just too dangerous or like they never one of them didn't have the courage to like really um, do anything with it.
You mean
Not saying that
like
happened most of the time.
you mean you mean it you think there's more nuance to it instead of like just a flamboyant gay guy in the 60s. It's like fucking
Yeah.
each other. You think there's a lot of okay. Where did you get the idea? How long have you been starting it?
It was actually based on this TikTok this guy made that he was like, I
Jesus
need
Christ.
shit, you're not. Um, it was like I need like a beachy surfing gay movie, and I was like, say less. Um,
Hey, so
and
you should
then
have it star Rocco and Dominic.
it's like the kind of it's like the same. I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
technically inspired by them in a way because they're
Yeah,
like best
literally.
friends and like
Hmm.
they would just be outside all day and like whatever.
Hmm.
Um,
Rocco
and
just blowing Dominic's back out. Boom, boom, boom.
okay. Um, yeah, and then it's set during like Vietnam. So and okay, so it's two characters named Finn and Tommy. And the story is Tommy had a incident at boarding school in Boston. So then as a family they went to California to like take like a chill pill to like relax or whatever. 'Cause it really like took a toll on their family and stuff.
Wait, what was the thing in
So
Boston that you just said?
it was either I'm not really sure yet, but he either like attempted suicide or like got caught with a boy, something like that. I don't know. But I'm not like heavily focusing on that. It's just more like something happened. But
Mhm.
I might just kind of make it what's it called? Ambiguous. Just
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
Just
say like something
reference it.
happened.
Just reference it, and
Yeah,
then let the audience kind of fill it in themselves.
yeah. They used to do it every
Yeah.
Um, and then they go to California because they have a beach house in California, and he meets Finn there. He's a local, like, and he surfs and stuff, and like Finn teaches Tommy how to surf, and like and just like hang out, and then they get like closer together, and like a little anecdote that I made is that they start wearing like each other's clothing. Like Tommy, he wears like polo shirts and like uh button up collared shirts or whatever because he's
Hmm.
more like formal. And then Tom or Finn, he just wears like t-shirts and like whatever, and they kind of like um take on each other their clothing, like that
Hmm.
sort of thing. And then there's also going to be they're gonna eat the like sex scene that I'm gonna do is that they eat pineapples
Carrie, that's gay.
in a very like
Carrie, that's fucking gay.
sensual way.
Pineapples.
Yeah, well, this I saw a comment or what the guy also said on TikTok saying he needs somebody to eat like a pineapple in like a sexual way,
That
whatever.
was in the comments of that TikTok. Are you
Yeah,
just farming the comment section? Be like, okay, here's the next one
yeah. And I just wrote that scene last week. Um,
of them eating a pineapple sensually.
yep. Um,
Why not a banana?
yep. It's too obvious, and it's just
That's
like
true.
cliche. Like
That's true.
everybody does that.
But that'd be funny as fuck if you used the banana instead of the whatever mango, whatever pineapple.
But and then like by the end of it, like Tommy's dad begins to notice that they spend a lot of time with each other, and that she's wearing Finn's clothes, and he's like questioning it and
Is
everything.
it
So then he
he's
like
wearing his clothes or he's copying his style like subconsciously?
kind of like both. Like he kind of wants to like that's his way of like um kind of like showing that he's kind of like with Finn. I guess it's like they wear each other's clothes and like in Queer. Do you remember how like at the end of it they were like going into like each other's like bodies and like
Oh
that sort of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that was a cool
And then
scene
it's
with the
like
ayahuasca.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of like that, just like with clothing, they're kind of like forming into one
Mm.
almost. And so
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. People would eat that up. You could probably sell that easier than Into the Hymn.
yeah, Into Them is going to be a tough one to try to sell.
Also, Into the Hymn, you want to have
But
it when you're like set and you have like a good budget and a good
yeah,
like casting
and I
agency
like
to like get you who you
and
want.
I know yeah, and I know like what I'm doing. Like
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to do Into the Hymn and like fuck it up and be like, okay, now I'm stuck with this. Like,
yeah.
I kind of
But
fucked it
I
up.
think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use lower indie studios because I don't want
Mm,
like a big major studio.
yeah,
I
and
like
just use
indie
like 7 of
style
them.
more.
You know, that's what people
Yeah,
do
I'm
all
just
the
gonna use
time.
like a ton of them.
Yeah.
And then because I want that indie film feel rather than like a big Hollywood studio thing.
Hmm.
And so yeah,
Or
because I feel
even
like
rather than the big indie film, because like indie films are still big and they have like
mm,
their own style. You know,
but
how is it independent if it's a company doing it?
maybe because like they don't have like billions of dollars I think or something like that.
Hmm. It must have
But
something to do with like the contracts and shit. Like maybe they just like don't sign what like the big companies do because
yeah,
they don't have like that much overhead to like
they don't
give
have
to
like
people.
enough resources to
Yeah, yeah. So they just like yeah.
yeah. But I think I'll and then like another like a way I'll try to like sell it is that like there's this like I guess group of people or whatever that like that I'm kind of a part of with loving like Ethel Kane and like that Southern Gothic type of thing and that whole aesthetic and I'm trying to like target that demographic with
Mm.
people
That's good that you're narrowing down on niche. You know.
kind of like it like True Detective this first season that um kind of like what it looks like that Southern Gothic type of thing.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to like portray for the film. But it's
Uh,
interesting.
yeah.
It's so different writing a movie than a TV show. Because in a movie, it's like 60 to 120 pages.
It has to be very
And then,
concise and figured out, kind of.
yeah,
But then a
but then with
TV
a
show
TV
can
show,
kind of meander around
yeah,
to get to
you're
where
more
it's
like free to like do more stuff. And like,
yeah, because of the time
I feel
constraint.
very,
You have more
and I
time to
feel
show.
very, yeah, I feel very like confined with Stay With Me.
But Carrie, confinement and limitation breeds creativity. So that's what makes you more creative with your decisions when you're making a movie.
But yeah, and then by the end of it, with Stay With Me, Ben gets drafted to Vietnam. And I'm thinking of whether or not to have Tommy's
Bro,
dad
he should
play his
meet
dad.
Dad. You should have one of the guys
No,
be like,
I was gonna have him be in K Troop.
was it K
The
Troop? I thought it was 11. 11th Cavalry.
it was K Troop Third
Bro,
Regiment or something
K
like
to
that.
K is the first letter of my name, and 11 is my like lucky number.
I don't know if it's 11 though.
That's crazy. I think it's the 11th Armored Cavalry. I think I've heard him say that.
Um,
But yeah, so the
yeah,
guy's gonna go to Vietnam,
and
meet
then I'm
Dad.
wondering if Tommy's dad plays a role into him going to Vietnam.
What is
Maybe
your
someday.
goal with this one? Like, what do you want
Wait,
to? What
hold on,
message? Yeah.
hold on. So Finn goes to Vietnam and then he dies. We show him in Vietnam when he's for like a split second, for like just one scene when he's dying because he gets shot. Because okay, so the scene is they are in a battle currently, and Tommy's like Finn's like ducked down, and he sees a guy just like stand up that looks like Tommy to him, like the back of his head, and he like stands up and like says Tommy's name, and he gets like shot in the heart or the chest, and then he imagines like Tommy to him, and like um they like say goodbyes, and then it cuts to Tommy in his bedroom. He like dreamed about it, then dying in Vietnam,
Wait,
and
wait, wait,
he has like a
wait.
panic
I'm
attack.
confused. So Tommy is in Vietnam.
No, then second.
Finn's in Vietnam. He watches a guy that looks like Tommy get shot, and then he also gets shot.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then it cuts to like Tommy in his bedroom, and he
Thinking
dreams
about
of
him. Yeah.
yeah, he dreams about what just happened. Um, and then he has a panic attack, and his mom like is about to like come in, knock on the door to say that like Finn died.
Mm.
So then it ends. Or I might also I just it's also based on this other TikTok that I saw. I was thinking of having Tommy when he's older. He's like in his 80s or whatever. He has dementia, and he looks in. It was like this TikTok of this guy looking in a mirror and like thinking that it's his brother, and it's like saying his brother's name. And I kind of want to do that with Tommy, who then thinks he's saying Finn in the mirror, but it's just like himself. So
Maybe when he's doing that, he's like dressed as like how he would dress, like if the one guy's
yeah,
casual, he's dressed in like a button down. He's like, oh, that must be the guy, like my friend.
no, it's just him as an old guy looking in the mirror and thinking that's Finn when he's older.
But did they look similar, or why would he confuse himself for
Because he has
the guy?
dementia.
Mm.
I don't really know. I don't really know about that.
I feel like the
It's
other
all
one
about
is better. The him doesn't he does in Vietnam, then he dreams
it.
about him, and then the
And then also throughout the movie, it's gonna cut to Tommy and Finn at the beach house, and they're like alone, and they're just like messing around, like, having this like domestic life, and and then throughout the audience like thinks that like, oh, this is the end of it. This is how they're gonna end it with them at the beach house and like living how they want to live.
Mhm.
And then but that doesn't happen. It's just like a dream. Yeah,
Will that
yeah.
be a dream, or would that be before they're drafted, or he's drafted?
Who knows? It's up for interpretation. I don't like thinking hard into things like that because I just overthink it and I don't write anything because I'm overthinking it too much. I like
That's
leaving it
my
up to the
problem.
audience more than anything.
Yeah. Like I have vague ideas of what my book is going to be about, but it's just glimpses, and then I'll just get lost in it, thinking about like, okay, well, does that mean that I want it to be like this way, or then I just get lost in the details, like
You
the
just have to like you just have to like just write it.
yeah,
Just write down your idea that you had.
yeah. I've been writing down the ideas, but I haven't been writing any like scenes or any dialogue or anything. I'm kind of waiting.
Well,
I don't know what I'm waiting for,
can you
but
like connect the ideas together?
vaguely, but not with detail. Because when I get into when I try to think about any detail, I'm like, okay, would it be this or this or this or
But
this?
I just write like action. What I like
Mm.
about screenwriting is that it kind of just serves as like a outline or a template, and then so because you just write like the action, like the dog runs, and then you go to like the dog's owner says stop running or whatever, and then later you just fill it in with like the details about like what the dog looks like or like whatever. But as long as you have like what they're how they're moving and what they're saying, then
Yeah, because I
you
don't.
just say
My problem is I don't know what I want the message of the book to be, you know?
Well, you can't just think about. I don't even know. You usually think about that after you write it or while you're
Mm.
writing it. You don't really have to do that right away. You don't have to
Also, I
do.
get stuck on because like if I choose, let's say this guy is from a really wealthy family
Mhm.
and not just like a middle class family that's like in the occult. So if he's in a really wealthy family, then the whole family situation, the living situation would be different. So I'd have to write it and learn more about like the rich lifestyle like that in the occult to write in that sense. But then if I want to make him middle class, the family middle class, but still in the occult, then that would change where they live, how they act, what they do, you know. So I'm just not,
I would
I
just
don't
write
know.
it. I would just write it like both ways first, and then
Mm,
just see which one like the best.
hmm.
So
Yeah. Also, I got to figure out like the time, like when do I want it to be set?
we can figure that out like, later.
Yeah. I don't really know
Especially,
what I even want to happen.
yeah.
I just want to kind of just like show people this lifestyle that's kind of hidden from people.
Mm.
And I don't know what I want.
Well, you've
I don't
only
know
been
anything.
like
I don't know.
working on it for like a couple months now, so you know, like
Yeah.
it's not like you have like a deadline or anything.
Hmm.
But I just wouldn't like think too deeply into it, like the details or anything. I just sit down and write. Like if you have like even if you just have like a line of dialogue in your head that you thought of, write it down and just see where it takes you. Because if you have like line of dialogue, um, then you could be like, okay, who is she talking to, and what would this other person say?
One of the things I thought was I want it to be have elements of Romeo and Juliet, where there's two
Mm-hmm.
families that are in the occult and they're like have either good connections or they're really wealthy. Maybe one of them is really
Mm-hmm.
wealthy and one of them just has good connections. And the main character, which is me, like then there's a girl character in the other family that would be like the Juliet character. And then I kind of can use that as a overall structure, like Romeo and Juliet, and then kind of fill in
Mm-hmm.
my own ideas. I was thinking about that and I wrote that down.
And I would read Romeo and Juliet again
Yeah, that's a good idea.
just to get a sense of like what Shakespeare did,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
and
good
then you could
idea.
look at it and be like, then you could look at it and be like, okay, what do I do differently?
Yeah, and
What
what
am I
would I
gonna
do the same? Like, what do I want from Romeo and Juliet?
do? And like write it down like while you're reading it too,
Yeah. Hmm.
like annotate it or something. Do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because I have the island that's just sitting there, but I haven't gone
Mm-hmm.
through it at all. Because I don't have any weed. I ran out. So I don't really want to read. But once I get
So
some, I'll probably finish reading that because it was fun. And yeah, I should get Romeo and Juliet because I feel like
just
if I figured out more of that and could actually write and just be like, okay,
mm-hmm.
this is I don't know what the details, but like this is the idea. If I could do that
Mm-hmm.
like every day or a few times a week, that would make me feel like I'm doing something and like things are happening more than just me like going to
Mm-hmm.
work and having a day off and going to
Yeah,
work. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. And then also what I like to do, I like to do like character studies and like how does Tommy act? What is he
That's
like
a good
how does he
idea
talk?
too. I should write that.
And if then Tommy's more formal with his speaking. He doesn't use like y'all or whatever, and Finn has that more of an accent to it because he's a local. Or I just think of like little like things like that. Or like with Into the Hymn, I have a lot of stuff on Jack since he's such like a complicated character. But and he's a complicated character, but the story never really gets into him. So and because I don't want it to be into him, I want it to be so as a way to like um go through it in my head, I just write his traits down and like what he does. I also write about like their belief systems too. Like what do they believe in?
What are their values?
Yeah, what do they value most?
Yeah, that's perfect because then I would get an idea of like who the people are, and
Mm,
then that can just let it kind of flow out of you, you know, because it's
mm,
not you're not like thinking like, okay, what would this guy say? You know, it's kind of just like, oh yeah, a guy like that would probably say something like this.
yeah, and they get like scene ideas from that too, or
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Or
that's a
like,
good idea.
and then you can, and then it really like separates the characters as well, especially if it's two families. You want the
Yeah,
two families to be different.
so
Like,
you could I could kind of think like, okay, this family is gonna be more like this type of family, and then this family. Yeah, I could like my idea that I just thought of for a
or
half
also make
second.
like I would make like a map to like a family tree.
I'm not interested in the family. I'm more interested in the like talking to demon. I'm more interested in the like what the reality is. Like what like
But I feel like you need like yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think you need background in the family. Just you don't have to write it, just have some knowledge in your head about it.
mhm.
Um, like with like Neil's family. I mean, they're in it like a couple times. They're like Jade and Lily. They're in it like a couple times, but they're not. But I still like wrote about them in the back of my head, or I still wrote about them and like their qualities, just to like get a sense of that character because you do need the full like 180 of that character to like you don't have to just mention a couple times. You need that, and it's more work. It's and like it makes more work to like keep you busy too. So that's what I would do. I make a family tree. So that I would do. And then you could figure out like because I don't know if you figured out like does this family have this many kids or whatever or how do they have cousins or aunts and uncles or grandparents or stuff like that.
My goal is to have it like a web of people that you don't really know if you're related to them, but like they're around.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy has like split personality, so one of them knows like how he's been abused, and one of them just thinks he's like a normal guy and has like no idea
Yeah.
about anything. Then there's like all the in between ones, and
Mm-hmm.
that's like the basic of it, where it's like the perspective of a guy who's like kind of all over the place. And I kind of want the book to be all over the place because like that's how I'm always thinking about it. It's never like I want it to be
You should.
historical. You know what I'm saying?
So do you want it to like this one book I have that I told you about? It like there's like a main narrative
Hmm.
with the main character, but then it literally like just like cuts abruptly to like short stories in between, but they still kind of connect
Honestly,
or
yeah,
they're referenced to. Oh,
because
I can get
the
it.
because like with the amount of abstraction that I want to talk about, like the reality, it's going to
Mhm.
be so disconnected from the characters themselves that it doesn't really even matter that the characters are there. It's literally just talking about like what is the nature of reality.
Here, can you read the back of that? Oh, what the fuck am I moving?
Almost.
Like, I'll just take a picture and send it
Or
to
you could just read it aloud for the people.
you. Okay. If on a winter's night a traveler turns out to be not one novel but 10, each with a different plot, style, ambience, and author, and each interrupted on a moment of suspense. Together they form a labyrinth of literatures, known and unknown, alive and extinct, through which two readers, a male and female, pursue both the storylines that intrigue them and one another. They are the true heroes of the novel, for what would writing be without readers?
So it's like two people read it and it's like 10 different stories. They all connect.
Something like that.
Have you read it already?
No.
What is it called?
If on a winter's night a traveler,
By Halo Calvino.
Ital- Italo, Italo Calvino,
Hitalo or Halo?
Italo.
Italo?
Yeah, because it looks like Italy, just with the L at the end.
Oh, I thought that was Halo, like Halo. Italo. Yeah. Yeah, the character study thing, I'll probably try that because that would help me be writing something that's not dialogue or a scene, it's just talking about a character.
You're getting work on a page.
Yeah, if I can get work like writing down about this on a page,
Yeah,
yeah, that'll be good. Because so far it's just like in my notes app, I'll be
yeah.
like, perfect. Okay, write that down. Or
Um,
in my little notebook here.
yeah.
But yeah. Also, I like the idea of working on more than one project at once. Like working on multiple things at the same time. Because then you can kind of just bounce around. Are you trying to fix the framing? Hell yeah. I didn't know you could zoom in.
You no, I told you this.
Yeah. I thought it was just the auto zoom.
I showed it to you before. I don't know why I'm all the way. I don't know why it's making me. I literally have my laptop tilted like this
Really?
because the camera's like not like
It's
this
not.
isn't straightforward. I'm all the way over here.
But what's wrong when you're straightforward?
I'm all the way on this side.
For me, you're centered perfectly.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Am I centered?
I'll show you. Right.
W dead air. I love the dead air. Just nice silence.
I did do a dynamic gallery.
What's that?
It just like wait, do you have it? Or do you have normal?
This is me with the lightning thing so you can see my
No,
face.
no.
Dynamic gallery.
It's the,
Yeah, I don't think I have dynamic gallery on. Trying to think. What else? What else is there?
um
What
um
what else been happening?
I filled out a bracket for the March Madness.
Really? Why? For
I
fun?
was bored yesterday. Yeah, it's stupid.
You were that bored?
No, I saw this TikTok. Actually, I saw this TikTok of this kid. He just did it randomly and like whatever, and he won it.
Gary,
He
that's
had
like a
everything.
1 in a billion chance.
And I was like, wait, that could be me. So I did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's
I
see
got
what
two
happens.
wrong now. That's the I already got two wrong now. But I got a few right
Mm-hmm.
actually. I did. I think for men's, I did men's and women's. I think Duke is gonna win.
Wait, I have to piss so bad. I'm gonna pause it.
That was really quick.
Yeah. Okay, you're talking about March Madness?
Yep. Okay, so let me just go to the final four. I'm not gonna go through all of them.
Damn, you literally
Okay.
have. Wait, I'm looking at the.
Is mine just updated? Because I'm using my
Oh,
MC
wait
thing.
a minute. I don't have dynamic gallery. I have gallery, multi-speaker, speaker. Yeah, so you have it updated. That's why.
Uh,
Bro, there's
I
also a
switched. I
meeting.
switched.
There's a meeting timer.
Yeah, I put that on just to see
That's
how
so dumb
long we
of
should
you.
record.
Yeah,
I just
almost
put it
an
on
hour.
today.
Yeah, we've been recording for 5 hours, not even noticing it. You know what I'm saying? We could have had
What
that on
we
the whole
could
time.
do, what we could do, we could also like after if we get to a point where it's just dead air, we could like stop recording, and then if we start talking again, we could record that and
Yeah,
break it up more into
yeah, that's
multiple
that's
episodes.
what I've been saying. Because like middle of conversation
Why
when
have you
it's
said that?
popping,
Why
I,
have you said
every fucking episode, Carrie. I'm always like, Carrie, why don't we pause it when there's dead air, and then we'll be like, okay, what are we going to talk about? And then once we start to get
no,
into
but
conversation,
you didn't say like making it into a new episode. I'm saying we just like kind of flip it.
so you mean make like 10-minute episodes where it's
No,
like,
not like 10 minutes. Because if we do like a 2 hour thing, we could do it like 30-minute episodes or like
yeah, like on war mode, they would like record and be like, okay, can you pause it? And then they would like pause and like get a drink or like just take a
no,
piss or like,
I'm saying when we pause, that's that episode, and then we start recording like a new episode, so then we have more content.
do you think that would be better if we have shorter episodes with more quantity rather than,
Yeah, nobody's fucking watching a 3 hour long conversation.
you know, who is Carew in the edit bay, editing that
You
bay?
actually watch the whole thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially when I was in Orlando and I would be so bored, I would like need that conversation. So I'd watch like the whole while I was editing it. I would just end up watching the whole thing and enjoying it, being like, wow, yeah. But yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll do. I like it better if it's like good conversation. Then we dip and then we pause it and then we're back into good conversation and it's already
Mhm.
recording. So it's like
Did
all
you
kind of
did you
good.
did you unpause it?
I did, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, next time it's dead air, I'll pause it. Then I'll be like, Carrie, I paused it or dead air. And then we can just get a conversation going. Okay, let me tell you this. I was at Meyer. This was a week or two ago, and I was working the self checkout, and I was on the side of the store where there's like a big window so you can see outside.
Mhm.
And it was like the evening, so the sunlight was coming in, and I was faced away from the window, so I would always be like looking back, like right now, like looking back and like looking at the sunlight like that, because I just like looking at the sunlight when I'm working. And I saw this woman walk in, like her silhouette walk down an aisle, and I was like, oh, yeah. And then look back, and then like a minute or two later, she was like walking by, and then I saw her, and then I was just like working on something, doing something, and then talking to this family, and then I walked back over to like my spot where I just stand there, and then there was this little baby that was cute, and I was like hi, and like waving to it and like smiling at it, and then this woman um was walking out of the store, and then as she passed by the self checkout thing, it was the lady that I saw, and turns out she's like a mail woman. She was like in a USPS uniform, and she came up to me and she was like, "Oh, that was so cute how you waved at little baby. That was so nice." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And I didn't even expect it, so it kind of caught me off
Mhm.
guard. And I was
Mhm.
like, I kind of didn't even say anything
Yeah.
like noteworthy, and then she just left. And I was like, "Fuck, I could have had like a good conversation, you know." But
Yeah.
I
And
just was,
I've seen like the TikToks where like someone like walks past someone and they say like hi, how are you, and they're just like blah, 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 blah. And
yeah.
then and then
As they
they
leave,
say
I
like
start to think of the conversation.
no, and then as they like leave they're like fuck.
Yeah. No, but that's what it was. But I was like, she was just like being like, "Oh, that was nice. You were looking at that baby," and uh, and then I was like thinking like, "Fuck." I mean, no, actually, I wasn't thinking fuck. I was thinking like that made my day like so much better. I was like smiling. That would make my day. I had a good day. And then I was just whenever I would work, I would think like, "Oh, I hope I see that woman again," because then I can talk to her. I haven't seen her, so I don't know what day she comes in. But I have a feeling it's like the store's mail person because she didn't buy anything. She just walked in there. She was over by the pharmacy, and then she walked over to the front, customer service, and then she walked out of the store, and then she like talked to me, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm, I'm fucking up. I need to have Riz, Carrie."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
that's
just got
what.
rejected from another job, so that was fun.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the fucking thing. I was like, God damn it, Carrie.
Dude, I just said like five
Yeah, I
seconds
know. I
ago.
forgot. But when you said I just got rejected, I was like, maybe she got the email when I was taking a piss, and I was like, ooh,
No, because if I did, I would
start crying.
really
You
just
would
end
you
it
would
there.
end
End it there.
episode. Just oh my
Okay.
no. I was thinking about that because if you do tell me like you didn't get it, Carrie, just literally okay. This thing, one of the most important things that I've learned from Steve Jobs was from Kevin O'Leary, which is the guy on Shark Tank. That's that old guy on Shark Tank.
Isn't Marty Supreme?
Yeah, he is. And he's talking about he's on a podcast with this guy talking about Steve Jobs and how he was like a good person, a good businessman. And he was like, he had the best ability than anybody else to figure out his signal to noise ratio, which is in the next 12 to 18 hours. What are the top 3 to 5 things that I want to get done, that I really want to get done? And everything else, just noise. I don't have to think about it. I really have to focus on these things. And then now I always think about like, it helps me get going. Like if I need to like, okay, what am I going to do today? And like, I think, okay, what are 3 things I can do today
Yeah, I
that
always
I
make
would
like
feel
a
good about?
to-do list in my head.
Yeah. And then any other thing that I can think about that would be like bothering me or worrying me, I just think he would say that's noise. So I just have to focus on the things. And if I focus on the good things, that'll make it a good day,
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
focus on all the like little
Like
details.
one of the things I wanted to do today, I baked these like oatmeal muffins,
Really.
and it took me like a good like 20 minutes to do that, and I was just like in my head, just like focusing, and I wasn't on my phone for like 20 minutes, and I was just like chilling out, and it was fun. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that when I get a second of clarity and consciousness, and I'm like, oh, I should take the phone out of my ear. I should not listen to this all the time, because it's just like a constant noise, and it's sometimes entertaining. So you're like always want to have it on.
Yeah, I didn't have any like music playing or anything when I was baking, and just
That's
locked in
good.
and just doing it.
Yeah, that makes you appreciate like things more, and that also makes you like you get to enjoy your time more because you're not distracted so much by your phone.
Mm. Yeah. But I got rejected from this coffee shop.
Was it that one that's like the one that you were telling me about that you liked, or was it a different one? Remember that one that you said it's like
One
a
that I like.
it's like a bar or something?
Oh yeah, that's one I got rejected from.
Damn. What was it called?
Yeah. Dexter. It was part of the hotel.
You say Point Dexter?
Dexter. I don't know.
Point Dexter. Like Point Dexter.
It was POINDEXTER.
Really? Dexter.
Yeah.
I always thought, because I'm pretty sure there's like a reference to a guy's name, Point Dexter. That was in like the military or something.
But there's this new coffee shop opening in Grand River, and they're actually from Orlando.
Really?
They're based in Orlando,
Wait, what was it
and they have a
called?
bunch of Fox Spirit.
Wait,
They had a
wait.
thing at
Fox
UCF.
Spirit? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
Fox
there.
Spirit.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
What'd you think? Because there's a
I walked
location at
out. I
UCF.
walked outside. I didn't go inside because I would never. I had bought coffee from Walmart. Like I was literally when I was in Orlando, I was living alone, and I would literally just walk to the store and buy food, like with the smallest amount of money. So it's like I had to really make sure I was like getting the exact like only rice, meat, fruit, pretty much, and like butter and eggs,
Yeah.
and just plain coffee. And I think I got sugar. Then I was like started to put sugar in the coffee, and I was like, I just felt like living that simply was very nice for a while. Kind of not, kind of just
And then, like
the
you have to like, but then like once in a while, or sometimes you have to go into the coffee shop and order coffee and do that. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
just like
yeah.
that.
You have to interact with the community in
And like
some
yeah,
way.
talk to like the person taking the order, or like
Mm-hmm.
one of the like a customer, like stuff like that.
Yeah, because I would literally just walk as fast as I could from class to class, from the gym to home,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just kind of be like smiling, like listening to a podcast, like laughing, and then looking at people and being like, "Damn, I wish I was like talking to people." And I'm in a good
Well,
mood, but I wish I was also like had friends here, because then I could like stay here. You
did you
know?
ever look at like the clubs that they have? or something.
Yeah, and none of them interested me like enough to be like, okay, I'll try that out. But
But also, weren't you just taking like your prereqs?
yeah, pretty much just like general classes,
So I
nothing
think if
because
you
I
when you
didn't
were
have a major. I wasn't
yeah,
majored in anything.
'cause I think well once you like get your major, that's when you really like start finding your people and like you're
Yeah,
kind
I
of
didn't even
interested in
think
what.
about that because also like I
Oh Jesus
didn't want to
Christ!
what.
You ever thought about that?
No, because I just thought I was like, okay, if I don't have friends like this freshman year, I'm never gonna have friends. So it's like I'm
Well, no one
fucked.
has friends the freshman year. Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought I was just failing, and I was like, shit. Because like I would always just constantly see people hanging out with each other, and I'm like, how
Because
the
they're all
fuck?
like juniors and seniors or whatever. They're not like,
Yeah. But that was like my second time. That was my second year trying going to UCF. So I felt more like a sophomore, and I was like, fuck, I'm falling behind. Not
um,
socially, not academically, because academically I just did not give a fuck. Also, like, I didn't care about picking a major because I was like, I don't care about the college degree itself. Like, I don't really fucking want
I
to
will
pick a
say
major, you know?
with college, like it's pointless and bullshit and like all that, but
Hmm.
it has like opened because there's like films that I've seen that I would never have watched if I wasn't in college or like books or like that sort of thing or like just things that have piqued my interest. I never would have gotten that without college, and I never I'm not gonna go watch like in 1930s silent film. I wouldn't do that in my free time. I have to be in a class.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But um, but then ever since this audition, I like college was just like bullshit, and it's just like it's all bullshit. Like what am I doing here when I'm gonna be um filming this big thing in the summer?
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's what I've just been thinking. Geez. But then I signed up for some reason. I just enrolled today. I enrolled in 22 credits.
Isn't that a lot?
Yep,
Isn't it usually like,
6 credits.
yeah.
15's full time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but then
And
um,
so your goal is like,
what?
if you'll get the role and then you can just not take those classes.
Yeah, I think you should fuck off.
Hmm.
But I feel like mom's when I get the role and then afterwards, I feel like mom is gonna want me just to like finish college. I think I'm gonna have to like fight her on that.
Well, it would make more sense if you like imagine running a marathon and stopping on the last mile and being like, okay, I don't really
Yeah,
care about this. You know, like literally just
yeah,
finish it and just, you know what I'm saying? I would
yeah. And
honestly,
especially in this industry, like if you do something and then go away for a second, you're forgotten. Nobody cares about you.
mm,
Like um, I mean, like with me because this would be my first role, so like nobody knows me.
yeah.
And then I'm also gonna be like auditioning for stuff
But
while like
if a new actor in a role that's like their first thing, that's not gonna
mm,
like tell anybody who they are. That's just gonna show them like them acting one time. But in order to like understand who the person is, you have to like see them acting in like multiple different types of films
yeah,
to
yeah, that's
understand
what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah, yeah. But I don't think you would have to worry about it that much when your first thing is like just the show, and then you would probably just do that, and you would still be pretty much the same person, but a little different. And yeah, I feel like people wouldn't remember you immediately like that. They probably remember you throughout your career. You know, you probably wouldn't have to
Yeah,
remember think
but
about like your public persona.
I'm
You
not saying
know,
about like I'm
so
not saying
early.
about public persona. I'm just talking about like with like getting auditions and that sort of thing. If I'm not working for 9 months or whatever, then
Mm. You
like
really think it would affect it that much? Because isn't that what it is like
yeah,
for normal like actors? Like they'll get a gig and then kind of have a dry spell and then get a gig after like 10
yeah.
months. You know?
Well, like with like Joseph Zeta, because he's the same age as me. He did this one show in Australia, and then he booked um the show that I'm doing, And then during that show, he auditioned for East of Eden and The Hunger Games, I'm pretty sure. And he got
Wow.
both of those. And then, so he's just been on this like back to back to back, like
Like
role
upward
since
trajectory.
then. Yeah, that's
And
what I
you're
want to do. I don't.
and you don't want to like have a
He's
9 month
he's
hiatus
getting
and then not
no,
get a new audition.
no, because if he like um booked this role and then didn't move for 9 months, he wouldn't. I don't. He wouldn't have gotten. He wouldn't have filmed East of Eden or Hunger Games
Mm.
because he'd be on a hiatus.
Yeah, maybe so if you get this role, you just have to immediately find new auditions and talk to
Yeah,
whoever you can at the
yeah.
with on the crew. Like be like, yo,
Well, yeah, they'll probably like ask me like, do I have an agent or anything?
yeah,
And be like,
yeah,
no. And it's
mhm,
like Amazon, so I'm sure they'll set me up.
yeah,
Or I could get like contracted with Amazon and like being like a 5 year contract or whatever it is.
yeah.
And do something like that or something just to like get my name out there.
Hmm.
But it, see.
Yeah.
But with this one class I'm taking next semester, maybe it deals with like the brain and the creative process and like what the brain looks like. Like, um, if I take this class, I'd get like an MRI while I'm reading a book.
Really?
Yeah, it's um and it deals with the neuroaesthetics of pleasure,
Mm.
a project that analyzes real-time reader responses to poetry. And then there's going to be music as well, the stuff with music, and yeah.
See, the reason why I'm bad at school is I'm like retarded, so I just think like, oh yeah, they're gonna read the book, and then when the lines are interesting to the person, you're gonna see the brain spike. So I just automatically start predicting what that would be like, and then be like, okay, that's not that fun. I wouldn't want to do that because like I just thought of it already. So it's like, why would I go through all that just to do something that's boring that I already like know is gonna happen? You know, like that's
But you
immediately
don't
what
know
my
what's going to
mind.
happen.
No, but I just predicted it by thinking, okay, they're probably going to read a poem, and then the whole class is going to be like, oh, yeah, look at that spike. You can see when they enjoyed that part of the. And it's like, who gives a shit? Shut the fuck up. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, all of us understand that the fucking brainwaves are, you're going to see them, and you can also
cool
enjoy
thing,
a thing.
it's cool seeing your own
Like,
brain do that. And like,
but I don't give a shit about something that's just, oh, yeah, that's
okay,
cool to see.
you don't
Like,
give a shit.
yeah, I know. But no, that's why it's
You don't
like,
give a shit.
it lost its like fucking thing, you know? Like I don't know what that is. Where
In
it's
2 seconds, I explained one sentence to you, and you're just like, yeah.
yeah. No, because I was like, okay, if I was in college, I would be and I was like, oh, this is the class I'm doing. I would immediately, like within a day, I would already not be excited for it because I would just be like, yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. And I'm probably right.
But it depends
Because
on the class. It depends on the class
yeah, yeah.
too.
Because most of them are predictable, but there's
Um,
probably some that are like underrated, like hits that are like, holy shit, this class was like way better than I thought it would be. Because like the professor is so
yeah,
good, you know. Like
yeah. It definitely
my
depends on the.
geology teacher, he was so like chill and cool, and he was
Mm,
also the class was like it was in an auditorium. There was probably 10 people, so there's nobody there. It felt like, and it felt like just kind of like an off class, and I would learn about shit that I'd never heard about before, like how the clouds
mm,
are made and what type of clouds there are and what the dirt layers are and how the water
mm,
cycle happens and how wind goes around, like the Coriolis effect and high and low pressure systems. Like all the meteorology shit
mm,
was so interesting because I never ever learned anything in detail, and I finally got to, and I was like, "Yo, that's so
mm,
cool." And also, yeah, that was just so fun to learn all of that physical systems, of nature. But then in my anthropology class, like I had a big, David Graeber. He was an anthropologist that died from COVID, and he was an anarchist, and he was in Occupy Wall Street in 2011, and he was an anthropologist, so I was like, "Yo, I'm taking anthropology. This is gonna be like him." But it was just like an intro to anthropology, so it was like the most basic, boring shit. And I was like, "Oh my fucking god, I hate this class. I want to like learn like really interesting things, not just like this is what
Also, Tree, you were
religion
like,
means."
but also you were like a freshman, so it's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I
like
just can't.
if you stayed longer, you would have been able to like
Mhm.
do that. Or even
Yeah.
like by the time you picked your classes, I'm sure
Or
you could have
if I
taken.
stayed longer, I could have had like some degree that I was like, yo, I could actually do this. And then I've got an internship and have like a fucking dope job. I could
Yep.
have done that. I wish I just fucking did that instead of having to work at Meyer. But, things
Well,
happen
you
for
could
a
always go
reason.
back to college.
I won't. I'm just gonna I think the way through this phase of my life is to actually write this book and get it completed
Yeah,
and published. And
yeah,
if I see
yeah,
myself do that, that'll change me and make me a better person in the next year and
yeah.
after that. But I have to. I my challenge is I have to do that, and I can't just be thinking.
Mhm.
It has to be something that I went from thinking about to creating, and I have to finish it. Once that
Yeah.
is done, I'll be like slightly better as a person, I think.
Mhm.
And I think I'll
Yeah.
I'll like feel better because it's always weighing on me that I'm not writing, and I feel like I'm like being bad because I'm not like doing anything. Because like when I'm working, I'm like I wish I was home making music and writing. But then when I'm home, I'm like I'm just fucking bored and tired. I don't want to do anything, you know. But then that also because like I ran out of weed, so I'm like fucking bored as shit. But if I have the weed, I'm like more interested in everything. So I'm like, yeah, let's do this and this and this. But yeah, yeah, I really hope this year I fucking at least get like most of the book done, and then next year I can either be finishing it or have it finished, and I want to have a hard copy that like I own. That's my goal.
Well, then you have to like research and like publishing like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
You have to get an agent or something.
yeah. I'd have to figure out how to publish like the. Also, I was getting into because I want to have like a side hustle with music so I can make money and not just have the money be coming from Meyer. Because if I could have like two paychecks, that's way better than having one. And I also have a bunch of free time, and I'll be like making music, but I'm not making money off that. So like it'd be better if I was. And so I was looking in how to get into mixing and mastering professionally, like online.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, maybe I'll just make my own website. And then I got into like, okay, what I actually did was interesting because I've never done this before, but this comedian podcaster guy, Nick Rochefort, Sam Hyde, they're a duo, like Cody and Noel or Matt and Shane. They're like a duo, and he was always Nick was always giving people advice on their careers, and I would always be watching that. This is like a couple weeks ago, and he would be like, okay, you need to look at your competitors, look at what they're doing, copy them, and then
Mm-hmm.
try to take over territory where they have, so you can get customers, and you just basically look at what competitors do and then copy them. So you don't have to make all your own shit from scratch. You can kind of have something that works and it'll work and then use that and then kind of adapt it to yourself. So I was doing that. So I looked up the top online mixing and mastering guys. Then I was looking at their websites and how they designed it and then what they put on them. And I was like, this is perfect. So I was taking notes and like, this is what I'm going to have and everything. Then I was looking at, okay, I need a color palette because I was looking at the top mixing and mastering websites, and I noticed the one that was my favorite had a distinct color palette. And I was like, I want to copy that. So I looked up color palette website and I tried to find out like which one I liked, and I found one. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go through with all that, but it was fun to. I would really like to have an online thing like that, like just with my laptop making money. That's ideal. But yeah, that was exciting getting into that.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool when you like figure that out. Mm.
I'm kind of interested in like design, like graphic design,
Mhm.
kind of design like photography, cinematography, just any medium where you can physically see like the elements. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we pause?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay,
I
when
should have
we
recorded my taste test.
yeah,
Bro.
true. I forgot. Well, I was joking about that, but yeah. Okay, when we were kids.
Wait, you didn't record the thumbnail.
Oh fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. When we were
I'm
kids, cinnamon gum I used to think was spicy, and
always spicy.
I always thought it was like hot. And
It is spicy.
same with the toothpaste. But now, when we were with
Oh yeah, when we used to call like minty toothpaste spicy.
yeah. We didn't understand the idea of mintiness. We just thought like,
But honestly, those were the days.
yeah. Didn't know anything was going on. I thought this country was good and I deserved to die for it. And now I don't. I just don't think that.
Holy shit!
Is it actually that good?
I need
But
to write
yeah.
down that.
But yeah, when we were at the Arnold's, I tried cinnamon toothpaste and it was actually like good. It like was like nice to brush my teeth with cinnamon toothpaste. And I never expected to like that. I always thought I would always hate like the cinnamon flavor stuff, you know.
Yeah, I remember the day I tried cinnamon gum for the first time.
Same.
We were at it was Kirsten, Angelia, and I, and Uncle Tim, and we were at Grandma June's house, and he had gum in his car, and it was cinnamon. So Angelia, Kirsten, and I all took a piece, and they liked it. I think
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hated it,
I remember Kirsten liking it and I was always like, oh yeah,
but I did it.
that's because Kirsten likes spicy food. That's why she likes the cinnamon gum.
But but I didn't want to like spit it out because there's somebody who like spit it out. So I just like
Hmm.
kept chewing it.
Yeah. I always hated that when it was way too minty and it had like crystal shit in it. And I was like, oh my God, it's too much, you know? And
And
then
then
I'd
he
be like,
spit down
fuck.
on a piece, and I was like, oh,
No, when the gum was like too juicy, that's a problem, you know? It's just like squirting in your mouth. You're like, oh my God, I want to spit it out, you know?
I like when it's
When it's just a little bit of flavor. And I'm like,
no, I like when it's like sugar-free gum. That like when you pop a bubble with just a gum right in your mouth. It like
really?
I think that's sugar. Yeah, because like Hubble Bubble, that's sugar, and that goes everywhere. It's
Hmm.
stickier.
Yeah.
But with sugar-free stuff
Yeah,
in it.
bro, imagine me going to work with Zach and I bring the fucking bubble tape and I'm like, Zach, fucking pull this bitch. Let's measure this board. And I just eat it. Ow. 28 inches. Ow.
And drink it over his muffin.
Yeah. There
But
was something. Yeah,
there's like little like oatmeal pieces in the back of my throat that I'm like kind of choking on.
that's good.
So
Yeah. You know, Jeffrey Epstein had like a muffin that was like a fiber muffin that he
it has
would
a fiber muffin.
like literally like carries Jeffrey Epstein vaccine because this was in the files. He would, and I'm pretty sure it was to rape women because like you clear out their system. Like, you know how gay guys will like mid bite. You know how gay guys will make sure they have like a very clean diet. So then when they're having fucking gay sex, they'll like have a clean asshole. Like that's like a thing.
I
And
never knew that.
yeah, that's like a thing. And Epstein was doing this with the woman. He would like give them the recipe, and then this one
You know
woman
the
wrote
recipe?
a poem about how good she was shitting and how good it felt that she was shitting so much and
But so
how big the shit was. And this was in the Epstein files because his fiber muffin was so fucking good.
do you know the recipe? Because I need that.
I could find it for you, and then I'll send it to you. And then honestly, I wanted to
Imagine if
try
it's
it
like
because I was yeah.
imagine if it's
Imagine
like
it's the same recipe, and Kara's like, "Oh, I just found this cool recipe from this guy Jeffrey." Carrie, do you think? Let's talk about conspiracy theories. Let's go back to the
wait,
classic
wait.
because I
And
want to.
I also put like a little like cinnamon sugar on top too when before I put them in the oven.
Well, you did that or you didn't,
I did.
Carrie? No.
I'll send you the recipe.
When Alan and I would bake cookies, yeah, I'll send you the Jeffrey Epstein muffin recipe. When Alan and I would bake cookies,
Mhm.
we tried at first it was just normal cookies, and then we tried brown sugar, like to try to really make a good cookie. And then the end of it, the best part, we would add like it was like Himalayan sea salt or just like salt, like sea salt on the cookie after it's out of the oven. And you like put less salt in the batch, and then you the salt that is supposed to go in the cookie, you put just a little bit on top, and then it like makes it salty sweet. That is so fucking good.
I'm gonna do that. I like the sugar on top though, but I'll try the
You should do
salt.
a little bit of salt and then have it be a sugary dough, you know? I fucking hate when I'm like too lazy to like make food, but
Mhm.
I want to eat, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to prepare all that bullshit, you know? But then once you're actually doing it, you're like, okay, thank God I did this because now I can eat for like a couple meals.
No, I like making it, but then sitting down to eat it, I hate because then you're like, oh shit, now I have to actually like, eat this.
Yeah, honestly, like, especially without the fucking Benjamin, because like when I'm smoking, then I'm like easy appetite, so I can eat a lot. And I gained like almost 10 pounds. I was in the 160s, and I weighed myself today, and I'm like 157, 158. So I've like lost a few pounds just because
When's
my
that?
app, just since the last time I weighed myself at the gym.
When was that?
Okay.
Wasn't it with me?
No, no, no.
No.
I weigh myself every time, Rocco and I go. Let's see. Okay, I was on the 13th, so a week ago, I was 164. And on the 18th, I was 162. Yeah, so I literally just, my appetite's been shit. So I just have not been eating enough to keep the weight up. But
You
yeah,
should
hopefully.
start eating like first thing in the morning, so then you have an appetite whenever you wake up.
That is very true because
Like,
I would, or I just need to get this fucking Benjamin because I'll
you should
definitely have it.
try
Because,
eating
like,
as soon as you wake up.
you're right. Because whenever I have, immediately when I wake up, if I take too long and I'm just like on my phone, then I'm like, oh, I'm not hungry. It actually is nauseating to think about eating breakfast. But if I have like coffee and a banana, then I'm like, oh, I'm actually hungry. I want to eat breakfast, and then I make breakfast, and then I make lunch, and then I have dinner. So that's why I would like have more calories getting in. So yeah, I should do that.
Or you
Okay,
can
Gary.
make like wait,
Yeah, yeah,
or you can make like muffins or something because sugar like it makes you like eat want to eat more because it's like sugar.
yeah,
So if you make have like a muffin or something.
yeah. Like mom baked cookies, and
Mm.
I would have like two of those, heat them up, and then have coffee and cookies, and that would make me want to eat again. You know, it's weird because like when you're hungry, you'll like feel like shit. You're like, oh, I feel like shit, but you don't really. You kind of know it's because you're hungry, and you know that would fix it, but like you don't want it to be that answer. You want to just kind of sulk in your depression,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
like I get like hungry
and sad.
and then I make the food
Yeah.
and then I don't want to eat it because I'm like
But then I'll just like force myself to eat it because I'm like I
mm.
know this is gonna make me feel better. Even if it's like I'm like kind of gagging. I'm like I don't want to eat, but I'm
But
like
then I
doing
like eat it in
putting
like
it.
2 seconds and then I get like a stomach ache because I ate it too fast.
Mm. I always make like beef and rice, so I like take my time to finish it. And yeah, my goal is I just want to fill up my frame. I want to get like thick, you know. I don't want to. I want to. I have a feeling that if I can surpass the skinniness one time, I can just keep that my whole life and just kind
Mm.
of have a frame of like a basic like 180 to 200 on my body, you know. Because I feel like once I get up to like I've been in the 150s, 160s since I was going to the gym and I started bulking, and then I got up to that, and now I've been staying at that. But I want to get up to like the next level where I can plateau at another one, you know? Yeah. Also, let's talk about cardio. Let's talk about running because when it was when before winter, I was running like every day as much as I could to like enjoy being outside and to experience like the seconds go by as they should, you know?
Yeah.
And also to like ground myself outside. I would go barefoot and just feel the ground. That felt fucking amazing. So once this snows clears out, I'm gonna start running again.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, that'll feel good.
Um, yeah.
Do you ever do cardio and enjoy it? Or do you always like
I
push
just
yourself
do
through it?
I just do incline walking because I can't run on a treadmill.
Yeah, I'll eat. Yeah.
You have those hamburgers, don't you?
Wait, hamburgers? I have rice and beef. I have rice and beef.
Want to do pasta with like tomato sauce?
Yeah. Are you gonna put meat in it?
I think your mom bought some more. I'll use one of hers.
Okay. Okay, we're talking
Um,
about cardio.
yeah, I wish I could run on a treadmill because I think I would like it, but I just
It's
can't.
honestly worse. Like the
I
for
feel like
me,
I'm gonna
running
think
is
that.
best when it's outside.
Yeah, I would run outside. I like
Like
running outside.
when you can feel yourself moving, that's better.
Mm,
And like the treadmill, literally the original treadmill was a torture device for prisoners. That's why you don't like it, you know,
yeah,
because you're not moving at all, and your brain uh, associates running with fast movement. So like when you don't see that, it's kind of a cognitive dissonance, you know.
yeah. Or I want to try biking, the bike machine.
Yeah, yeah. There was this bodybuilder, very famous, Dorian Yates. He, because my whole thing with cardio is like it's the worst fucking exercise because it's
I
like,
don't think I actually like cardio.
well, like I used to not like it, but after I started running, I got like addicted to it, and I was like, oh, I
Mm,
actually like getting to the point where it's like it hurts, and I like feel like I can't do it anymore, but you keep going, and then
yeah,
you get that runner's high because you know you surpass like your limits, you know, and that would always feel amazing. But then just in the gym now, because it's like I can't run outside yet. I'm like, I don't want to do 45 minutes of cardio like on the treadmill. But this bodybuilder was saying he would do like a 6 minute circuit. So it's like 2 minutes just like steady going, and
mm,
then 1 minute like as hard as you possibly
yeah,
and fast as you can go.
yeah,
Just push yourself as hard as you can, and
mm,
then only do that for 1 minute, and then go back down to just chill,
yeah,
and then do another one where it's as hard as you can, and then go back down to chill. And that's literally it. That's the entire thing. You do two things of high intensity, and the rest just like normal moderation. And that was the whole cardio thing. And
or the
I've
row
been
machine
meaning to
thing
try.
too.
Yeah, the rowing thing. I did that one time. I think you were there when at the gym with us.
Yeah, because I was doing it, and you were like, "Oh, I wanna try."
Yeah, yeah. And I heard like the rowers, the guys do that. They'll hold it like this instead of like this because they don't want to use their forearm muscles to be pulling it. They
Mm,
want to only use their back muscles to
mm,
like pull it back. So I was doing that, and I was getting like a crazy like upper back workout, and yeah, it was cool. Yeah. Also, there was a lady with a fat ass on the treadmill in front of me, so that was just helping me get past. I was like, I'm about to fail, and I was like, nope, keep going.
yeah.
It was motivating. Yeah.
Or the like the Stairmaster is popular right now. Like everybody's doing Stairmaster and like
Yeah.
dude, I
It's
just like
funny. Whenever I would go to UCF, the you would walk up the stairs
mm,
and enter, and the entrance was on the second floor. So then you would enter, scan your card, and then there would be the cardio section on the top floor, which was like the entrance floor, and then the bottom floor was the weight room. So like all bad bitches up here, you will see them, and then you go down to lift with the boys. You know what I'm saying? No, but then there was also the weightlifting section and then the calisthenics section. So all the bitches would be at the calisthenics doing
Oh,
sit ups, push
oh,
ups,
the speed
plank.
runners.
Yeah, like literally what you do. Like you probably do it by the decline sit up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like in a little area.
Like
That's
dumbbells and stuff.
yeah, exactly.
That's fun.
Yeah. But remember, I worked out one time. Remember Austin Shepherd?
Yep.
I saw him at UCF,
Oh
and
yeah.
I hit legs. I hit like leg extensions, and I have you ever been like, oh, can I work in with you to somebody? Okay, so I did that, and that was also like doing that at the gym and working at Meyer makes me like a little social, and I like expressing myself like that, where I'm like talking to people instead of always just thinking like, oh, I wish I was talking to people right now, you know. But then I'm actually doing it, so it's like really cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy how little an interaction can make you have so much better day. You know,
Mm,
like very little things will make my day better. It's often not like big things.
yeah. It really is the little things that count.
It is.
You know what they said? Yeah, they're right. Because I feel like before you were always like searching for like big things, like you wanted something like big to happen, and like,
I mean, I still do.
but I feel like now you focus more on like smaller things.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a dual nature where it's like the part of me still wants to like find what the big thing is that I've been searching for because I still have a feeling like there's something out there.
Yeah.
I want it to be stand-up comedy so bad. Imagine if because I was what was I listening to? I think I was listening to Comtown. They were talking about like you know oh you got a capo? Did you buy that?
Yeah.
Dope.
What did he get?
Serenade Carrie. You got a capo for that little thing that attaches to it. Here, play something.
I'd be sitting down.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it's up. Shit. Okay.
I can't hear it. I still can't hear it. Still can't hear it. I can't hear anything. I don't know.
Hear me?
And I can't hear it.
You can't hear me?
No, I can. But I
Okay.
can't hear Rocket.
I wonder if it was like blocking the noise removal. Okay, bingo. Okay.
Oh, no, I can hear it.
See, Rocco just doesn't have the technical skill to play like Jack Johnson, but he's
He
almost
can
there.
learn.
He has
He can
the
learn it.
feeling. Yeah, he can learn it. Yeah.
You can learn Jack Johnson.
Yeah, I was telling him he should.
You can learn.
Upside down.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
like easy. So.
What if I use this as the outro music? It's Rocco playing guitar.
Honestly, yeah.
Thank you for the performance, Rocco. Okay. were we just talking about?
Oh, you're all in this year, though.
Oh, yeah. That's because I changed it. 1 second. Wait, I'm gonna pause it.
We will have to like end abruptly.
End it with Karu. I'm saluting. Carrie's sleeping.
No.